Hello friends, welcome to Data Pandit. Today, in continuation with the AWS video tutorial series, I'm going to take up the Lambda function today, and we are going to solve the commonly used use case wherein we have to take the data from S3 bucket and we have to automate the process to load the data into the DynamoDB table. So in many cases, so data ingestion happens via S3 bucket to the different AWS services like Amazon Redshift in a data warehousing scenarios and database is a DynamoDB table and SageMaker for data science and machine learning use cases. So in this use case particularly, data would be ingested from the users from different mechanism or different source streams into the S3 bucket, and then the data would be going into the Amazon DynamoDB via Lambda function. So we have to automate this process, and we are going to use the serverless computing, which is a which is a Lambda function. So Lambda function is a very different from other services. We call it as a serverless computing. So so there won't be any specific charges for infrastructure. So it's a platform as a service. It's not an infrastructure as a service like EC2 instance, Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, so anyways, theory is a part, and you can go through the theory documentation in the AWS website. Let's go ahead and do the hands-on steps how we are going to automate this process. So along with these three services, Amazon S3 services and AWS Lambda Function, AWS services, and Amazon DynamoDB services, we are going to touch upon IAM user role and AWS Cloudwatch because Lambda function, I mean the Lambda as a service needs to have access to the S3 bucket and DynamoDB. Along with we are also providing the access to the AWS CloudWatch because we are going to see the logs which are generated by AWS Lambda function. Okay, let's go ahead and create one IAM user role. Okay, so that it has access to all the three services. So let's move on now. I am on AWS Management Console, and let's do one thing. We will be creating a policy in IAM dashboard. So go to the policies. So these policies will have access to the all the three services. So in the I have so this is create policy wizard in which we are giving the I'm choosing the services. First services I'm going to take the S3 as a service. So let's check on S3, selected S3. I'm taking all the actions from S3, whether it's a read, write, okay, and I'm going to take all the source resources, okay. And next addition of the services is my CloudWatch. So I'm going to take CloudWatch logs. So even in this too also, I am taking all the actions and all the resources. In practical, we choose these actions and resources very cautiously and very strictly, depending upon the use case. Okay, and we should not give all the access to everybody, and we should be very strict about it. But it is a practical lab, so we can. I'm taking all the things. Okay, all the resource access and actions. Okay, I'm taking DynamoDB. So third service is a DynamoDB, and I'm taking all the actions as of now, and in the resource section I'm selecting everything. Okay, so now let's click on next. I'm not giving any key value per tags and all, so I need to give the policy name S3. We are putting the JSON data into the DynamoDB from the S3 bucket. So normally this is a normal scenario wherein we are getting the JSON data in form of array and dictionary, right? Format. So it's a common format. So let's go ahead and do the JSON upload. Okay, you can do any upload, this CSV or you know. So CSV or any of the Parquet format and ORC in Avro format. Okay, everything can be uploaded into the DynamoDB. We need to what we need to do is we will need to do the little formatting. We need to read the files and do a formatting and then put into the DynamoDB table. So this is we are going to discuss whenever we are creating the Lambda function. Okay, so S3 JSON DynamoDB policy. Okay, so I'm not giving any description of it, and I'm go see we have all the three services available, and okay, creating the policy just getting created. So this policy has been created. Now we are going to create a role on top of it. So in dashboard, you select the roles from the left hand side, create the roles. So roles, and I'm taking the AWS services, and in AWS service, I'm taking the Lambda this time. And because Lambda has to have access to all the other different services, right? That's when we are. So I'm just selecting S3 and so I can see the two policies probably. I'm going to take this one. Okay. And yeah, and I'm going to give the role name as this. Okay. The role name is already exist. Same so role one. Okay, I'm taking the role number one. Okay. And let's see what is there in that. I am see because I was not sure about because there were two policy exists. So I'm just checking. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Because it has all the three services access. Okay. Now creating the roles. So my role has been created and go ahead and see. So this role has been created. Okay. This has this policy and this policy again as a this one. So we are perfect with that. Now, I'll open one more window. Let me just signing in. Now go to the S3 bucket. See what is there in that. So I don't have any bucket as of now. Let me create the bucket. I'm just giving the JSON. I'm just giving the name JSON Mumbai data. Okay. I'm creating this bucket in Asia Pacific Mumbai region. Okay. And just taking all other attribute as default. Okay. And create the table bucket. Sorry. So within this, we are going to upload the JSON file, and upon uploading the JSON file, my Lambda function needs to be triggered, and that trigger should make sure that the whatever information has come into the S3 bucket must be uploaded into the DynamoDB. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go to the AWS Lambda. So AWS Lambda you can find out in services sections, and the compute section you need to go, and this services is listed over here. So if you go here and let me go to the Lambda, okay, in compute domain. Go to this one and then create the function. So there are four options. I'm taking author from scratch. I'm going to create my own function name, and that is called S3 JSON. And then we have a lambda, and the target is DynamoDB. So let's give this name like that. Now I'm going to take the runtime as a Python 3.6. Okay. So whichever language you are proficient with, you can take. There are many options: Java, and Node.js, and with the different versions, Ruby, Go language, and .NET as well. C#, PowerShell. So there are different 9 to 10 languages. Whichever way or in whichever language you are proficient while coding, you can take upon that. Okay. And then we have permissions. So because So execution role it is asking for. So that's when we have created the role. We have already created the role. Now assign the role one I have created. Okay. And I'm going ahead with, I'm not taking advanced setting. These are the network settings and all from VPC, and also I'm not going to need that as of now. Okay. So this process has created the default Lambda function, and it is Lambda handler. So event and context is the parameter to this function. Okay. Now, yeah, let's go ahead and check this function, how this function is working. Let me print this event into the Lambda function. I'm taking the string as event. So what is happening is whenever anything update happens in my S3 bucket over here, okay, this is my JSON Mumbai data. Okay, that's when I have taken the bucket, right? This one, yeah, this one. Sorry, I did not create a trigger as of now. Okay. So yeah, so as and when my any upload happens over here in the S3 bucket, this lambda needs to be triggered. So that trigger needs to be created. Okay. So let's go ahead and create the trigger, and the trigger should be initiated by which service? AWS S3. So AWS S3, all the and I'm going to take the bucket name is this. So AWS 3, whenever any all object create events, so whenever any creation happens under this bucket, my Lambda function has to execute. So this is the event I'm creating. Okay, and I'm taking the JSON file only and only whenever the JSON file upload happens, then only it needs to be triggered. Okay, we are going to handle JSON as of now. Now, so my trigger has been created, and let's go ahead and see. Let me deploy it. So this code, what is the meaning of deploy is whatever I have written over there in the function, this should be executed. If I'm making any changes in that, I need to deploy. Okay, so that this would be executed next time the event happens. Okay, now go to the S3 console, and I'm going to upload one of the file which is there in my system. So I'm going to take that file from AWS folder and department JSON. It's a small one record file basically. So I have taken this file and I am uploading this file. I'm not going to do any more changes. So okay, this file has been uploaded. So now go to the Cloudwatch. So let me go to the Cloudwatch. So where is the Cloudwatch? So I have just go to the Cloudwatch services. So because we had given the access, so it should be creating in the cloud. Go to this is Cloudwatch dashboard. Okay. So in dashboard, you need to go to the log groups. Okay. And within log groups, you have to see what is the name of the this function. It says S3 JSON Lambda DynamoDB. S3 JSON Lambda. So this is the log groups which is already created because we have taken. Okay. So let's see what are the entries we have. We got one entry. Okay. At this time. So let's go ahead and see what is the there in that. See. So whatever we did, we go to the Lambda function. We have printed this str event. Okay. So str event, what it contains is this is containing many things. So it's not in the kind of easy to read. So let's copy it and go to this is JSON format we know, and go to the online JSON viewer online JSON. So let me, yeah, I have opened one of the JSON viewer. I'm going to paste it and going to go to the viewer, and you will see the nice this is explicitly we can easily see all the what is there in that. So what is there in that is a JSON format and a dictionary format, and within that I have an array. The records in the form of list. We call it as a list in Python. So within that I have only one element. Okay, let me okay do it. Like, so one element, this one element containing a singular element like event version, event source like this, and there are within this dictionary I have four more dictionaries. In within that I have S3 as a dictionary, and in S3 I have a more dictionary like bucket and object and singular elements like schema version, configuration. Then, so these are the elements. So see in the bucket, the name of the bucket is JSON Mumbai data. That is true. And the object key is department.json is the file name. So this from here we can we should get this okay. Whenever we do the coding, then we will should try to see. Okay. Now go to the lambda function. Now so this is ready, and now what we are going to do is we need to take this data which we have uploaded into the. So let's see what is there in that. So we can see the data through we can query this. Okay. So let me query this data. See, this is my data. This is JSON format. Okay, ID to department name, finance, volume 100K, and location is A and B. So this is basically my data. I want to upload this data into the DynamoDB. Okay, so now let's go to the DynamoDB. Let me open one more window. So my this is coming in recently visited services, and I think should be in the storage section, not storage, database section. Okay, database domain. So let's go to the DynamoDB. So in DynamoDB, we need to create the table. Okay, I'm giving the table name as a department, and I'm taking key as a so. So we have displayed the data, right? So there was a ID column within that, right? I'm just running the query, it's run SQL query, and see the data ID is the so let's say it's a primary key for us. Okay, so I'm just going to create the ID as a primary key. Okay, let us take it as a string. Okay, and create the table. Table is getting created. So by the time it comes out, and let's say it hasn't been done. Okay, let's go to the item. So within that there is nothing actually. So ID column, and within this department table I don't have anything as of now. Now go to the lambda function. What we need to do is we need to access the S3, and we need to take the actual go to the actual bucket, and then go to the actual file and get fetch the data from there, and those data we need to format it and put it into the DynamoDB table. So we need to access the DynamoDB, and we need to access the S3 bucket, and then we need to have format the data accordingly, and to make it as the right format which can be loaded into the DynamoDB table. Okay, these are the four things we need to do now. So this needs to be done within the lambda function. Okay, so I have already created this function. So let me copy this function. Okay, and I have just placing the code over here. Okay, so let's understand what is there in that. So import JSON was already there because we are going to need the JSON module, and this is how if you know the Python, this is how we import the library and then make use of those library and all the function within that and the data types within that. Okay. Now import boto3. So what is boto3? Boto3 is a Python module for AWS SDK. So whatever Python related development we are going to do within any AWS services, we have to use the boto3 as a library. So we are going to import the boto3, and using boto3, I'm going to. So let's see what is the documentation, boto3 documentation for S3 and boto3 documentation for DynamoDB. So boto3 documentation for S3. Okay, let's go to this documentation, and I have go to the client, and I have this function, right? Import boto3 client boto3 dot client S3. So I have created the object which is has the client as a function, function, and I need to provide the name of the service. Okay, so while doing that, client has become the object of type S3. Okay, so there are many available method within that you can go through this. So for now, we are going to need this one only, and then I have a DynamoDB. So because we need going to need the DynamoDB client, DynamoDB, this object as well. So let me go ahead and see the DynamoDB related documentation for boto3. Okay, boto3 documentation for DynamoDB. Yeah. So in within that also I have the boto3.resource, okay, and DynamoDB. I need to have this, okay. So you can go through this documentation for more detail and detailed, explanation for each and every uh, functions and the how they are working. Okay. Now let's go to the Lambda function, and I'm going need to have the bucket. So I need to know the bucket. What is the bucket name? I need to know the what is the file name within that. Then what I need to do is I need to read that file. I need to format that file, and I need to put that file into the DynamoDB. So these many steps we are going to need in sequence, and let's see and let's understand what is there in that. So bucket. So the event is coming as a parameter from the event whenever this lambda is going to execute. Okay, so whenever S3 bucket event happens, this is the that event. Okay, so what is there in that event? Go to the JSON viewer. Within the event we have records. Okay, and in the records I need to take the 0th element because I have only one element as of now, 0th element, and then I need to go to the S3, right? Under records, under 0 I have S3. Okay, so in S3, I need to go again to the bucket. There are within S3 we have these singular elements and these two singular elements and these two again dictionary bucket and object. Okay, so go to the bucket and I need to take the name of the bucket. Okay, so this and up till this depth we need to go to into this JSON structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we are going to do that. So within event records, then 0th element of the record list, and then go to the S3 dictionary. Then we again go to the bucket dictionary, and then the name as an element. So while doing that, we have reached over here. So if I fetch this, I'm going to get the name as bucket name is what? JSON Mumbai data. Similarly, file name, okay, event records, 0th element, S3, and then object. I don't have to go to bucket. I need to go to the object because bucket and object are at the same level. You see, within S3, bucket and object are at the same level. I need to go to the object and need to take the key from that. Okay, so this is how simple it is. And go to the JSON object. Okay, from so what is just an object? Okay, within that I need to get the file name. Okay, so I need to get the JSON file data. So in boto3 S3 client I have a function called get object. Let's go to the S3 and let's see. Let me scroll down a bit. I need to get the function called as a get object. See what get object. So let me go to the get object description. So get object is a kind of a see client object client dot get object bucket I need to provide, and I need to there are many parameters. We are going to give the two parameters as of now because we have bucket and key here. Okay, so I'm going to give the bucket is equal to bucket which I have already created, key as key name. So it is going to respond as a object which is called responses. See, and within the responses what we have is we will have a streaming data of JSON like. So JSON body. So I need to take the body, and within body streaming body. So okay, I need to read that body. Okay, so that I can read the JSON data. Okay, so JSON object body. Okay, and the stream I need to read. So dot read function is reading that stream. So this has come as JSON file reader. Okay, JSON object 3 I will get, and then JSON object 3 I'm going to take the body and read. Then JSON file reader has come. Then JSON dictionary I need to create. And JSON dot loads has a function which will be loading the JSON while using the JSON file reader. So up till here I got the JSON dictionary. So I got the data in the dictionary format. Okay, and then I need to create the table. Okay, go to the DynamoDB. Uh, I think I need to go up a bit. Let's go up here. Okay, go to the table. So I have a DynamoDB.table name. So the name is the table name in the DynamoDB. Okay, I need to create the object of that kind, and then I have the department name as department as a table, right? Go to the DynamoDB. See, department is the table. So department table, I have object of department and table I have created from the DynamoDB using the DynamoDB object and table as a function. Then within table, I to have put item as a function. So if you go to the if go to this description of table object, so I have a function called put item, and let's see what is there in the put item. Put item, there is an I need to give the item in the dictionary format. Okay, so I have created all the dictionary format. Okay, like this I have created this record, and I need to give the into the this parameter. That's all. So this is where our this one function is going to do. So you need to access the S3 bucket and then little bit of formatting and then put into the DynamoDB table. Okay. Now go to the S3 console. Let me close this query wizard and go to here. I need to remove this file because we have tested already, and this we will do it again. Permanently delete. Now I'm going to upload the file, and while uploading file, as and when the file is getting uploaded, the events needs to created, and that events needs to trigger the Lambda function, and that Lambda function has to execute these many steps within that, and finally, I mean, putting item, this will put the data into the DynamoDB table. Okay, so this Lambda function has access to S3. That's where we have created this, codes and all, DynamoDB and Cloudwatch. Okay, let's see, and put the file over here. Go to add files. Go select the file. Click on upload file. Uploaded. This event has been created at 10:23. Go to Cloudwatch. Come to the log groups. Refresh the log group, and 10:23 this the log group. See over here. Okay, I think see the DynamoDB. Let me refresh. Nothing has come. Why it did not come? Okay, I have coded it, but I did not deploy it. That's why I think that's why it did not come. Okay. So now this was the while seeing the output in the CloudWatch, it seems that this prior code has been executed as part of this event. Okay. So let's ignore it, and what we are going to do is we are going to do it again. Now go to the S3, remove this file. Permanently delete. Okay, close this wizard. Actions, upload the file, add the file, select from your machine, upload the file, and this event has to be executed. My file is there in that. So we upload the file at 10:24 at 40 seconds. Now go to the Cloudwatch. Go to the log groups and see the groups. So there are three. So this is the latest most. Let's see what is there in that. So we don't have anything to be displayed. I think DynamoDB has been uploaded. Let me see. See the data has come. You have to click on it and department name, finance, ID, came and location has come. So both the location string, A, B came and volume has come. Okay. So append, insert everything. This is a different wizard. Okay. Okay, then. So with that, I think thank you so much. You can subscribe my channel, and I'm going to deploy many more videos related to different topics which are not covered as of now in my video tutorial series. And I'm going to take up new services which are to be added into the AWS services. Okay. So thank you so much.